cooking, cutting up, keeping it real. Today in my kitchen, I am going to get a jump start on some goodies for Christmas Eve. One of my favorite cakes in the whole wide world is red velvet. And so I always try to have a red velvet cake or cupcakes or something on Christmas Eve at my house. So it's kind of a staple. Hey, Opa. So I'm going to show y'all, and I posted a picture of the front and the back of the recipe card that I'm using for this red velvet cake, which came from my mom. So here's what I've done before I went live. I set my oven at 325, which it's already preheated. I also have sprayed liberally my pans. These are 9-inch round pans. I only have 2 of them, and I'm going to make 3 layers, so I'll do 2 of them and then dump one out and do the other. Anyway, I'll show you a picture of that when that's done. But I sprayed these liberally and then floured them so that hopefully it won't stick. This is probably the cake too that I have had to redo the most in my life because I don't know why, it's a little bit more temperamental. Or maybe it's just that I don't make it that much. So anyway, that's what I'm going to show you today. So I'm going to tilt this down. Hey Sue, and hey everybody, and Merry Christmas, that's right Sue. I'm going to tilt this down, and what I have done is I have sifted all of my dry ingredients, which the recipe card tells you to do that, which was 2 cups of cake flour, let's see, 1.5 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of cocoa, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and so I sifted those and they're ready to go in. I have also gotten everything measured, I hope, and I've cracked my eggs. So I'm going to show y'all how I'm going to mix that up. It starts with 2 sticks of margarine. For whatever reason, it's margarine and it's softened. So I'm going to put in 2 sticks of margarine that I laid out this morning to get to room temperature. And I'm going to add my sugar, which is 2 cups of white granulated sugar out of my handy dandy, almost 30-year-old Tupperware. It's funny, I hear a lot of y'all comment that y'all have the same ones. They stand the test of time. I mean, for sure. Okay, so 2 cups, 2 sticks of margarine. I'm going to cream those, okay? Just to get them incorporated. Hey Teresa, and hey Beverly. Merry Christmas to you too, Tammy. What is y'all's go-to cake recipe for your Christmas gathering? I'd love to know. This is definitely mine. All right, I'm going to cream that sugar and that margarine together. I'm going to add in my eggs once that is creamed together. I have cracked 3 of those right here. Put those in. One time I was doing this sort of live and I dropped one of the layers in the floor. That's keeping it real hard. Hope I don't do that today. I'm going to scrape the sides down of this mixer. There we go. Okay, once that is creamed together with the eggs, the margarine, and the sugar, I'm going to add in my food coloring, which I have put 2 ounces of red food coloring and 1 tablespoon of vinegar. And I've got that right here. I'm going to put that in. Thus the name Red Velvet Cake, right? I'm going to give this a little scrape. Okay, let me not throw that all over the kitchen. What a mess that would be to clean up, for sure. There we go. Okay. Let's see. I'm in North Georgia. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Carol. Margarine, not butter. That's right, Lemon. And I posted a picture of the recipe above this vlog. So, I hope you enjoy. Well, thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. It's good to see you on here. Okay, to that, I'm going to add my, I have measured, by the way, 1 cup of buttermilk that's ready, okay? There we go. I'm also going to alternate that with the dry mixture, okay, that I've sifted. So I'm going to add in just a little bit of the dry mixture. And let that blend in. And as it does, I'm going to drizzle it with just a little bit of the buttermilk. I love a good red velvet cake. And I always put cream cheese icing on mine, which I'll show y'all that later after everything cools. And I'm going to use the cream cheese icing out of Granny's cookbook, Granny's Farm to Table cookbook. It's kind of my standard go-to. I'm going to put some more of that, finish that off. I cooked my mother's Japanese fruit cake and my red velvet cake, Hershey bar cake. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Hershey bar cake sounds delicious. I make a wacky cake that has no eggs or milk. Oh, Tammy, you should share that in visitor comments, that recipe. Actually, my sweet Sarah asked me to vlog this live so she could see how to do it. So, can't say no to that, young lady, for sure. I'm going to add the rest of my buttermilk in. Okay, and before I forget it, I'm going to stick this over here so I don't forget it. And I'm going to add in my vanilla, okay? The recipe calls for, let's see, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm going to use vanilla bean paste. You can use vanilla bean paste or you can use vanilla extract. It does not matter. Totally up to you. I'm a vanilla bean paste girl when it comes to baking, especially cakes. I think the flavor is a little more concentrated. Just gives it a little more, a richer flavor of the vanilla, in my opinion. So, okay, let me move that. 1 teaspoon. And I actually learned that little trick from Kelly, the cake lady, about the vanilla bean paste. And I order mine on Amazon. I always try to say that, and it looks like that. Y'all can screenshot that. Okay, let me give that a blend. I have tried apple dump cake and my top didn't look like yours. Honey, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you on that. I'd be wrong on the top. Maybe run a fork through it and incorporate it a little bit with the butter. I don't know, Connie. It's hard for me to say what you did wrong if I'm not in the kitchen. Can't find the vanilla bean paste anywhere. Kim, I order mine on Amazon. Yep, I go straight to Amazon and order it there. Okay, made rum, poured over. Let's sit for a week. Yum. All right, let me give this a little scrape. Make sure everything is down in there. It's like my favorite time of year to be in the kitchen baking. The anticipation of it all. Okay, let me just give that a little zhuzh. Okay, I'm gonna double check my ingredients because, like I said, I don't make this cake often, this particular cake, so I always second guess myself a little bit. Okay, cocoa, yep. Okay, all right, now I am going to pour this into my 2 pans, and I'm gonna try to do it as evenly as possible, and then I'm gonna save enough for the 3rd pan. And these are gonna bake on 325. And I think I'll have to flip over. You'll have to wait just a second on me. I think it said 20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes. And this is one of those cakes you definitely don't want to overcook because you want it to be moist. Luckily, when I did drop it in the floor, it was cooked already. Yeah. Don't ever forget that. Okay, I'm going to put as equal amounts as I can eyeball into each pan. Save enough for the third pan. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so these are going to go into a 325 degree oven for 20 minutes, and I will show y'all what they look like when they're done. I'll post a picture, and then I'll come back to you later and we'll do the icing, because I'm going to ice this and I'm going to freeze this for Christmas Eve, and it freezes great. So it's one of those things you can make ahead if you wish, and if that's more convenient for you. So red velvet cake for Christmas Eve. I'll show y'all a picture of all that when it's done, and we'll come back to you later and do our icing. All right, see y'all.